Okay. Welcome on in. I will say there's going to be some changes that we start seeing on the screen a little bit at a time, and I've been working pretty hard to get these changes. Changes, yes. Welcome on in. DV, what is up? DV, I appreciate you. I will say it is never an obligation to be here, but trust me, I appreciate it. I do. And regardless, you know, whoever is here and whoever isn't here, I do this because I love it, so it doesn't really matter if there's other people going at the same time or not. I could care less about that. Layout good, menu good. Okay, good. I will say the chat box I'm still like a little bit iffy on. I want to like get my last button. This last button not being buttoned up. Okay, there we go. I'm a little iffy on the chat box. I want to also still work on the other screens. For example, I want to have like a topic of the day board behind here. I want to have like an updated wheel time logo, stuff like that. Little by little, I am working on things though. So, I put way too much time into everything that you see on the screen right now, but personally, I like it. Text size for chat is also, yep, I made the text size bigger so you guys can actually read it. Yeah, lots and lots of changes, a little bit of time. Working, look, boops, bigger, and in a better spot. I might still move them a tiny bit up, just a tiny bit, but I will say, I've spent an enormous amount of time on this crap. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to be the one also, even if it's not just for you guys, I'm staring at this for hours and hours every single week. If I'm going to be like, literally staring at something for hours and hours, I might as well appreciate what I'm staring at. Whereas before, it was kind of an earlier version of what I was capable of doing, and this is just something that, you know, there's more effort put in. And it's prettier too. I think it's prettier to look at. I think the backdrop is pretty. I also would like at some point to maybe get the clouds to move. I will say I tried for like hours to try to get the right type of image to make clouds move by. It just doesn't really work as well as just having them stagnant, in my opinion, because I like how when they're stagnant, they kind of frame what you're looking at. With that said, enough about that. Just know that there are changes, there will be more changes, and that is all. Okay. I have been tactically making sure I don't hit legend over the last week or so, week and a half, by playing Quillfish every day, right? I'm going to continue to do so. Now, it's more so just the, it's more so just like queue times, game state, game issues, and then team honestly not being that good into the meta over the last few days. The meta shift has been really, really detrimental towards me having really much play in the meta. Stagnant cloudsless moving particles look good. Okay. That's good. It's good to know. I will say the clouds decision, I might try to get this a little bit of movement at some point in the future, but that's not a necessary thing. The particle movement, you know what's sick? I learned how to do all this myself. That's the coolest part. I spent so much time on it, but you know, I didn't have someone do any of this for me. It was a lot of work. And the particle movement honestly wasn't that difficult. As weird as that sounds, it sounded like something that would be super difficult. It's not. It's really not. It can be distracting. You think particles is a nice balance? Yeah, for sure. No, if it was cloud movement working, it would, trust me, it would be like the clouds would basically move like almost the speed of actual clouds. It would be so slow, and it would just kind of like be at a pace that you almost don't notice it, would be the idea. But yeah, I agree. I don't think you want to overdo it, which is why we have done what we've done so far, to not overdo it. Anyways, with everything said, I have a new team. Because, this team wasn't working, so I built another team. I will say, I did not play at all yesterday for the most part, and, I have not really watched anybody's streams today for the most part as well. So honestly, if there are changes in the meta, I'm not aware of them over the last day or two. But I do know what the meta was a few days ago, and it was very annoying. I just figured Diggersby kept getting slapped around, and I was kind of annoyed with that fact. Diggersby is getting slapped around. Celio didn't have a tremendous amount of play. Sparkle, welcome on in. Sparkle, hopefully the changes that you see on your screen right now, Sparkle, are not, like, embarrassing or something. I've worked hard on some changes, if you notice anything, but welcome on in. I did watch some Sparkle stream today. That's the only stream I really, like, had any time to really watch today, was some Sparkle. You liked it? Awesome. Okay. With everything said, I am just ready to get into it a little bit. Am I? I don't know. I have not played GBL in a couple of days. Well, since the last time I've streamed, basically. Which was a couple days ago. First sip, yes. Accent is running Hippo. Hippo would wreck me. I hope I don't queue into its accent. I would probably get destroyed. You kind of realize that you play... Wait. Watching me play that the reason you're stuck in the trenches is that your skills just aren't up to par. Okay, but Momomo, think about it like this. If you don't have room for improvement, then this game would be incredibly boring. I'm not even, like... I say that, and it sounds kind of cheesy. I mean that. Like, there's a lot of people that get really, really frustrated with the fact that they don't win more games. And I see a lot of people, honestly, like, crash out over this game. And I understand. It's an easy game to crash out over. It is so much more fun, honestly, when there are just simple things you can learn and fix. Because once you do get to a point where you start to, like, get stagnant, it gets kind of annoying that you're like, dang, I don't really know what to fix right now. You know? Fearon, welcome on in. Hello. How you doing, friend? I hope you are well. But yeah, like, Fearon's a good example. Fearon, you just came in time. Momo was just talking about this. We, like, as players, when we're getting into the game, there is so much room for improvement. And Fearon, I think, is a good example of someone who made a drastic improvement over, like, the last year or so. Went from what he might consider more of, like, a pretty good player to a player that was able to do very well at a regional. That goes to Nerd, hello. Just play the game on a whole other level. I will say, I don't really look at myself as that. I look at myself as, honestly, a lot more critical than maybe other people do, which is maybe not a bad thing. Maybe it is, I don't know. Because honestly, like, most of the games that I played over the last week or so, I'm looking at just all of the misplays I make, all of the things I could do better. I will say I've not had, like, tremendously easy teams to go up against over the last week plus, because a lot of the meta has been just honestly wrecking me. I just have not had easy success, easy battles. But yeah. And Sparkle, a week of streaking. Let's go. But yeah, it's... No matter where you are, there's always, like... It's always good to be critical of yourself, but it's also good to realize, like, if there wasn't an ability to be critical and say, hey, here's what I did wrong, here's what I could do better, this game would be a lot more boring. A lot more boring. Firestar! Wait, aren't you live? I'm so confused. Yeah, he's literally live. Okay. Hi, Firestar. I'll bruh you back, bro. Yeah, exactly. It's not only just, like... How do I... It's... Wait, Firestar with the... Yeah, with the 3 stream streak while streaming. The streaking. It's what makes the game good, but it also makes what the game is, like, worth playing. Because, yeah, it's just, like, every single time I learn something new in this game and it takes me up a level, I feel like I've, like, unlocked a superpower. And that feels good. Anyways, do I have my, I do have volume. Okay, fantastic. I'm ready to get into it. I have Licky. I have Quillfish. the Quill is really the main star here. I have a lead that can actually handle Ninetales. I'm not as EBA weak in a way, even though like I have a jump fluff. I'm somehow feeling better into Ninetales than before, where I had two things that could beat Ninetales but also get beaten by Ninetales. We have a game, so let's just get into it. We have a Licky and a jump fluff. Don't love to see it because actually this is not as good of a matchup as you might want it to be. They're likely to go straight aggro here. Okay, they built up to 10, which is kind of annoying. They do aggro, so they're going to be at 3 residual here. 5. Likely to just go ahead and throw and get out here. Really annoying that they didn't build up to just 7 and throw. Good energy management by them. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and double shield here. I don't care. If they're staying in this long, it's a good sign. 1 residual. They're likely to let this go, but I guess I don't know that for a fact. Okay, bye, Bluff. Okay. Okay. Okay, I know I need 2 moves anyways here, so I might as well throw the smaller move first. Okay. Not upset with how I played this so far. If they want to knock me out, so be it. Okay. This is going to get very weird. Ow. I think I might lose. Yeah, I definitely lose this. This energy ball is just going to knock out. They just did a really good job with energy management in this game. Like, I'm trying to think of where the win cons were. I don't really know. I feel like they just did a really good job with energy management. They overfarmed at all points in the game, which made it very hard for me to, like, wiggle my way out of the fact that I didn't have a good lead. As weird as that sounds, Licky is not a good lead in a jump fluff. And even though I was able to draw it in Ninetales there, it's just not necessarily the spot I want to be in because they were always going to outpace me after the fact that of, like, being able to 2-shield there. And even if I threw earlier against jump fluff, I'm not knocking out. Best regionals performance in Turin was... Also, they had Ice Beam, which didn't help, but it wouldn't have mattered. Breakout performance, but in your opinion, you just had a solid team and had an advantage against every opponent you faced. You can say that, but dude, there are a lot of people who have advantages and don't take advantage of those advantages. And to me, it's just as much of a sign of a good player to be able to play when they're ahead than to be able to play when they're behind. Like, I had a conversation with this, about this with a few really, really good players, like, a couple days ago. I was talking to a few really, really top players, and one of the things we're talking about is it's really, really a lot easier at times if you're a good player to play from behind, because you're having to, like, be in attack mode and make decisions where when you're playing from ahead, a lot of the times it feels like you're playing not to lose, if that makes any sense. Does that make sense? So, you know, there's always going to be an element of luck in this game, but just being able to place that high in a tournament, it means you're doing something consistently well. It is not just a sign of, oh, I got lucky. Also, welcome on in. Just gotta figure out how to improve. Yeah, and it's one thing at a time. Like, that's how the game works. Record your games, maybe just learn one concept at a time and try to implement one thing at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself with it, but there's always something to learn. Your nerves is what's dragging? Dude, I understand that so heavily. The nerves thing, that is so... I am... The couple of regionals I've been to, I so get it. Acting on your win cons is just as important as identifying them. Exactly. Because a lot of the times, too, like, you'll see me lose a game, and immediately I know exactly what I should have done. While I'm doing it, I'll know what I should have done. It's just, like, the ability to actually execute, versus when you're behind, there's a lot less pressure to just execute, and a lot more pressure to just figure crap out, and find out how to not lose, as opposed to, like... Oh. I don't know why I'm throwing energy here. I'm actually pretty upset with this. But what if I just stay in? What if I do stay in? Because if I do stay in, I can align the Marowak into Pluff later. Okay. They'll be at 2 body slams right now. And a follow from someone that I cannot read right now, but I appreciate the follow. I will get to that in a bit. To be one past. I'll CMP them, even though I lose CMP here, and that's kind of tragic. I don't know why they didn't just go for their move earlier. To me, that's kind of... We might be screwed. We might immediately be screwed. I might have lost the game. I'm not gonna lie. If I had just thrown the body slam there, I was completely fine. Them having Earthquake was basically like the worst case scenario. Because now I have to hope that this is not just a Carbink degener, which I guarantee this is just a degen team. We saw a Marowak in the lead. We saw a Licky save swap. Wow. Incredible. It's almost like I knew that. I mean, there's no real win con here. Their Marowak is a normal Marowak. I shouldn't even be throwing these. This is literally just not worth playing out. Maybe I get a shield here. And somehow that helps. I'm going to pretend that helps in some magical land. They'll be one away from another move here. Is this a degen team? It is one of the degen teams of the land. Yes. One of the most degen teams, in my opinion. So if they're smart here, they let this go. If they're smart. Incredible. Okay. Does this open anything up? We'll see. If I can get myself one away, maybe? Or if I just live, I win. I win. Because Quillfish is him. GG's trainer. You know what they shouldn't have done? Throw energy at the frickin' the jump bluff. If they didn't throw energy at the jump bluff, they win. But GG's trainer. Sometimes you just gotta hope that whatever plays you make, you just make the most optimal plays you can if you are from behind. And again, that is the difference between someone on their side. That is a great example of someone who is playing from ahead versus me playing from behind. I just gotta make the plays that gave me a chance to win, and I let them make the plays to not win. Because they were thinking too hard about how to not lose. And then they overthought it. It's a good example. It's actually a lot harder at times to play from ahead. Anyways, let me catch up for a second. Matthias with the follow. Dude, welcome on in. I appreciate it. And Huron, last season you had spreadsheets at Legend to climb leaderboards, so you wrote down the players you face and their team. So the next time you faced them, you looked up on the team sheet. See, I will say that is like way more work than I've ever put in terms of GBL at least. Made you lose far more games than you should have without the spreadsheet. It's still like, it's still useful. Like, you're using that to help with your memory bank. At some point, you're actually just going to remember the teams yourself, and at some point, you're going to be able to go without the spreadsheet. The game is really just one thing at a time. Also, Krusty Krab, welcome on in. Yeah. And Sap Lover, you as well. Hello. That was a good example of playing worse with an advantage. Exactly. It is, honestly, playing with an advantage can just make you a lot more nervous about the game than playing without the advantage. Where playing without the advantage, again, you're just trying to wiggle out. You're just trying to wiggle out. And Sap Lover with the follow as well. Dude, welcome in. Hope to see your faces again, even though I don't see your face, but you get the meaning, you get the point. DV, you've been saying that for like a week, man. You've been saying that for so long. I don't even know if this is a good team yet. Like, I don't really know the best way to play against a team like that. Like, I was hoping if I'm seeing Carbinks. Well, I was just hoping Carbink would go away. Because this team isn't great into Carbink. I kind of have to team effort Carbink, you know? I don't really have a Carbink answer anymore. Whereas before, I had a Diggersby. And now, I don't have a Diggersby. So we'll see how that changes things. I don't know. I don't know. It's also these jump bluff leads that are all of a sudden popping up. Where? I was running Celio for a week. Where were the jump bluffs? You know what I kept seeing? K9 leads. You know what Celio doesn't want to see? K9 leads. You know what I'm not seeing now? K9 leads. Normal Marowak and jump bluff lead instead. But hey, as long as you have play, I could care less. I just don't want to not have play in games like I kept having. There were a lot of games over the last few days where, just because of the team that I ran, it just, there were some D-Gen teams out there that, like, quite literally just wiped the floor with my team, no matter which pivot I make, no matter what decision I try to do to wiggle my way out of whatever I'm doing. Wouldn't it be nice if Celio had a spammy ice charge move? It'd be very good if it did. If it had, like, icicle spear or some crap like that, yeah, it would be pretty insane. But, yeah. I guess that's what makes it not OP. I'm not sure if it would be OP. It would be very good if it had something like that. Learning to play out of leads. That makes the game better. That's what makes people better at the game. That's also what, in my opinion, is the fun part of the game. It is not playing from ahead. Is this even that good? Hmm. They throw on alignment to get a move off first, which makes me think this is an overheat. Yeah. Oh, I have a better answer. Okay. I did have a better answer, but also I don't really feel like going shields down right now. And honestly, I don't mind this because I can take an Ice Beam being on normal jump left here. It will hurt. But again, I don't mind this because I can save the Quillfish for later. And even if I do lose this matchup, I don't mind. I really just want to mitigate the Azu here. And we'll see what's in the back. I'm hoping this wasn't a stupid play by me, though. It might have been. What's in the back? Hopefully it's not like a mud slapper. I'm going for a CMP here. It's a very risky CMP, but I don't feel like going shields down before they want to potentially put up a shield themselves. And this should knock out, and it does. Quillfish? What are you made of, buddy? Okay. I mechanically make sure I throw in good timing. Actually, I should have just, like, one got out and thrown right away. That was not correct. That was not correct. They're at a move right now. They'll be 2 away from another move. Oh. That's a misplay. Yeah, that's a misplay. I just go for the rollouts here. Make him throw a move. And now I win. Because now I just get a farm down, come out with a move. Okay, I do the extra sting because I know I win CMP. And me doing the extra sting guarantees I get to the Shadow Ball here. So now I just go for the CMP after. Since I knew that they needed to get 2 moves off, I have a Protect Shield, I'm going to win CMP no matter what. I may as well really guarantee this win. Even though an Aqua Tail probably is enough to knock out there, that's a little trick that you can do. Is if you know you win CMP in that type of situation, what you can do is just do the extra fast move, get all of the damage through that you can, and then go for the CMP afterwards. And therefore, I don't have to take any discharge, I don't have to take any Volt Switch, I just win. But even harder. If you're in ads, get out of ads. Exactly working. You had to play like that in the Discord, and that's a perfect example right there. You saw it in real time. You saw it in real time. And guess what? Working. I have been playing this game, like, I don't know, long enough that I should know how to do that, right? But here's the thing. Even in that exact moment that I just did that play, I still had to think about it. It wasn't overly intuitive. I had to be like, oh crap, do this. Which means it's not like perfectly, it's not like, what's the best way to say this? It's not ingrained in my brain yet. It's just something that I know how to do it, but it's not the first thought I have all the time. It's something that I know I could misplay with. So that's a good example of me doing it and recognizing it well enough that hopefully that carries over to the next time I do it. But honestly, just a good example of it's a type of play that you should make, but it's a type of play that you work on one instance at a time. So that was the instance where I got to work on it, was right there in real time. So yeah, for you, it's like you might not get that right the next time, but you'll at least remember that you should have done it. And then maybe you'll get it right, or maybe you won't, but you'll always remember I should have done it, and you'll get closer and closer to actually doing it. And that's honestly a lot of how the game works. It's like, you're not always going to make all the right plays when you want to make them. But you can at least look back and say, hey, I should have done this, and then maybe the next time you'll do it. Well, this sucks. Did they just... I think I one-turn lag because they got an extra turn through. I believe. Oh, no, they didn't. Wait, did they? It's hard to tell. Puppy, hello? So 15. Honestly, I can't tell. Maybe I'm just wrong. Okay. I honestly am kind of upset that I'm throwing this. Because if they pivot out, I don't like this. But if they don't pivot out, then I like this. And they didn't. So now I just let myself go down here and hope I don't just get degent. But they are a carbon user, so there's a good chance I get degent. Okay. Dog. What are we doing, man? This is just every team right now. We literally have nothing but degen teams. Whose birthday? Wait, what? Oh! I'm pretending this matters. Happy Pika Wawa, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Let's freaking go. Wawa, I hope you had a great birthday. Or having a great birthday. That's awesome. Okay. Okay. Really good patience by them is kind of upsetting. Oh. They throw right away. Does that matter? Probably not. But I'm gonna hope it does. They do have to throw again. We'll see if they know that. I need this to somehow knock out. I don't think it does. Yeah, I lose. The problem here is they just combo play me. And I don't even get enough energy. Like, this is the thing with the meta right now. I don't think it takes much skill to play this meta if you just run a team like this. I'm not even gonna lie. I know that might be a crazy thing to say. It might be crazy to say that if you just run a methodical team that is just alignment dependent, like Carbon, Clodsire, and Marowak, you might not be the most skilled player. It's a crazy thing to say, I'm be honest. And I'm not even saying they're not a skilled player. It's just that, like, you're not having to utilize skill. Jack Ripper, welcome on in. I'm just being honest. It doesn't take a lot of skill to just play out obvious matchups that you don't have to really do anything except for play, like, it's like PV Poke Simulator matchups. There's not a lot of, like, actually making the right or wrong plays when you're just playing boring Pokemon like that. Oh, incredible. I've lost a turn. I'm praying I didn't actually lose a turn, and now I was just lying. But the problem is, I think I actually lost a turn, maybe. It's hard to tell. Wow. Wow. Really? Okay. Well, this is better. Well, Marowak, yeah, Marowak is literally everywhere. I was thinking of going for a catch, but then I couldn't. I guess they did have to throw there. They didn't have to throw there. I want to guarantee either a ton of damage or a shield. 3. Okay, they're baiting an ice punch. If they're staying in here, are they another mud slapper? Because if so, that's hilarious. They throw the ice punch. I'm behind turn somehow. I've lost a turn, and they're a Clodsire. I get my turn back by throwing. Is this fun? Are we having fun? Okay, that's sick. I should have gone Energy Ball first, but I think we're fine. Sludge Bomb kind of sucks. This will hurt, but I should live. Yeah. Okay, we should be completely fine. That Annihilate is pretty dry, and now I just acrobatics them. And goodbye, Annihilate. Really, really, really good meta, by the way. Lovely. Triple weak to Mantine, Fearow is a choice. Fearow. Yeah, they don't have an answer to Fearow. Mantine... They don't have an answer to Mantine. What was their lead again? Annihilate. Yeah. Why do people do this? Because screw it, right? You get all the things like Fearow, which are actually fun Pokemon that have coverage, out of the meta, and you replace them with things that have no coverage in just alignment game. You just do alignment gaming. That's where we are in life right now. That is just where we are. We have managed to somehow pull a 3-2 out, which is not... Oh, cool. It's not that... That's not bad, considering, honestly, I don't think there was a single good scenario where I was very happy with everything. Like, where was my good lead? Didn't see one. But that's kind of the fun of that. Every single one of those games, I had to figure out how to get any type of advantage. JP with the subscription. JP, welcome on in. And also, I appreciate... Looks like 5 months. Which I don't know. Also, JP, if you have noticed, there is going to be a lot of new looking stuff on your screen. Can I catch this in a Pokeball? Come on. Dude! Hello? But hopefully whatever changes you're seeing on your screen right now, JP, you're appreciating or liking or hating. And if you hate it, give me feedback. Looks good? Okay. Great. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to continue rocking with this team. I will say, haven't really seen anything I like so far. But we're going to continue to try to make Quiltfish work. Jumpluff MVP. Jumpluff's been pretty sick. Yeah. It has been pretty good. Also, first time chatting. Felipe. Welcome on in. You like the sky background? I think the sky background is very cool. Like, compare it to our old background. I still have the old background on the waiting screen. This is the waiting screen, where it's just black with, like, those type of particles. I like this a lot better. I think, I'll probably keep the waiting screen with it, but this looks... What's the secret menu? The secret menu, honestly, it's just because I don't always do wheel cup, so secret menu is just for whenever we do stuff that does not involve me, playing the game or, like, the intro to the stream. So it could be discussion time, it could be wheel time, it could be anything. That's the idea of the secret menu. It's not part of the everyday collaboration of the stream. Crusty crap. Hydrating me. Skål, mate. Also, I do have a discussion time that I need to get to as soon as Pizza Burger pops in at some point. Just so we all know. Wait, okay, hydrations are happening after this game. How's that? Because I got a game, but I see 2 more of them. Also, okay, Kelsey, hello. I've lost the turn? I think I lost a turn. It's really hard to tell. Really? Incredible. Okay. They're going to rebank probably and then go to a hard answer. That's a hard answer. So far, not so great, but we'll see if we can wiggle our way out. I hear another hydration time. We'll get there. Okay. So what I can do here, and honestly, it's a pretty good draw out. Okay. They're now in Aqua Tail range for later, if necessary. Which I do like. And now we draw out a Quagsire. We still have our Jumpluff around too, which is kind of nice. Yeah, they don't shield here. Makes sense. Okay. I probably should have baited there, but I didn't. Okay. I was going to see if I could catch there. I could not. I'm going to make them reveal to me what their move is. Because if they have a Stone Edge, they do have to Stone Edge. If they have Stoners, they have to Stone Edge me. Dude, this is going to be a lot of work. Yikes. Okay, Quillfish, what are you made of, buddy? I kind of have to call this. There's just so much fast move pressure. I don't know if I can win this game. I don't think I can. There's just way too much fast move pressure. I have too many moves I have to throw. Like, my win con would involve them shielding there, and they didn't. Yeah, it's not going to be a possible win. Unfortunate. There's just nowhere for Quillfish to really go against this team. Because now they just, fast move me down. Yeah. I'm not really sure where I'm supposed to have made a different play. I'm not sure. Luke, welcome on in. Before Dawn, welcome on in. Both of you, hello? I see the hydrations. We'll get to the hydrations. I'm not sure what the play was I was supposed to make differently. I danced around as much as I could there. I drew out both hard answers to Quillfish. You're proud of him. He tried his best. He tried his best. Because I drew out both hard answers for Quillfish. The only thing I could have really done differently is maybe bait with the Licky. And still, that doesn't really help me. I could have shielded Pluff against the Stone Edge, but like... I guess that's what I should have done, is shield Pluff. And somehow hope that I can utilize the energy there to do something, to draw something out. I don't know. But unfortunately, that was just not a Quillfish kind of game. Kind of just a hard counter game for Quillfish. JP, by the way, Skol. Fearon, you wanted to hear it. Fearon, Skol. And K. Kelsey, Skol. Okay. So, we're 7 games through. I have not seen a single lead I like so far for Licky. That's maybe part of the, you know, the fun of streaming, is that you don't really know why that might be. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's important to have, if teams work. So far, I'm not going to say the team's bad, but Licky has been kind of bad. Licky's been like the weak link somehow. Which is weird. Mm-hmm. They're probably just going to be Wiggly Double Slap because this is literally the meta. Welcome to the meta. Welcome to the meta, everyone. Really? Oh, I may have missed my ability to throw a move, which is actually pretty tragic here. But I can just come and jump Fluff right away. At the very least. I have misplayed, but hopefully not tremendously, because I still one-shot this with Fluff. Yikes. I don't like how I've played this. That is just a Swift. Okay. I'm playing to the idea that I know their team. Okay. I'm going to do 2 in swap so that I actually maximize the amount of energy I get while still being able to throw in good timing. This is where I wish I had that Aqua Tail. Yeah. Not getting the Aqua Tail off is extremely awkward. And now I'm just hoping it's Marowak in the back. If it's a Carbink, I mean, I would probably cooked anyways. I let this go, hope it's Marowak. But again, if I had... Remember the Aqua Tail I could have gotten off? Oh, I just live? Okay. The Aqua Tail would have made things a lot better here. Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest, the meta sucks. The meta sucks. I've seen multiple Triple Fairy teams, by the way, Krusty Krab. Triple Fairy exists in multiple versions of Triple Fairy. Everything that I have seen over the last few days has just deteriorated into, I'm not even joking, bullshit, cringe meta, like, that is just perfectly only to win with alignment. It's not fun. Fearon, not only do I not believe you, but I'll also say this. I have had the worst time with Competitors Cup because first of all, I don't even want to play it, to be honest, but when I have tried it, my game freezes in half the games. And then when they don't freeze, I have other issues, or I just don't like the mechanics of Competitors Cup, now that I'm used to the new mechanics. If we had gotten the Aqua Tail off, maybe there's some play to have there, because, like, we would have gotten rid of the Gastro, still had her Licky around, or gotten shields down, in which case maybe I can double acrobatics. But I don't even know if double acrobatics is enough for hurt. It might be. Maybe with like a rollout or two. Yeah, I feel like I misplayed that. But even so, that is as RPS as it gets. Wiggly gets alignment, and then they win game. Like, if I play that lead matchup out, I literally just lose. It would be Turtonator versus Jumpluff. It would be Gastrodon versus Quillfish. That's how the game works. That's how we've deteriorated as a community that plays Open Great League at this point. I'm not saying this to even, like, sound pissy. I've had a couple of days now where I've gotten to clear my mind of this. It's just objectively true. The people that are trying to hit Legend at this point, they have all just deteriorated into taking the same 5-team ideas that someone gave them that says, how can I win by just aligning myself and not having to play very hard and use my brain? I know it sounds a little rash, but it's what I believe to be true. So there's really not... I guess, I don't know. If it's double slap, I win. If it's that team, I probably lose, but I still feel like I had some play. If I just played that mid matchup better. You haven't played it all the past few days because the meta is only RPS. It literally is. And it's hard to find a core breaker for it. There's really not. Unlike in the past when we had, like, Bastiodon, or the Mighty Yenna team, or the Marowak. It was like that Marowak Carbink Fort team. All of those have core breakers. There's really no longer a core breaker for the meta. I can't think of it. I spent time trying. If this is the game you don't want to play. Empoleon, Goodra, and Alt is the team you've had a lot of success with. I just don't want to probably play that when, like, half of what you're going to see is just Marowak lead with a Carbink in the back. Like, that would probably work in competitors, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Play your GOAT Drapion. Galani, welcome on in. First time chatting, by the way. Also, Programmer Man, welcome on in. I will say, for right now, I'm going to continue to run the team I'm running. And the follow as well. Dude, let's go. Whenever I make a team for a day, unless it's like something where I just get too annoyed with it, I do like to just play it out. And I built this team for a reason, so I'm going to play it out. But the other thing with Drapion is I am guaranteeing myself that I am going to hit Legend with Quillfish this season. It's happening. I don't care. I'm going to make it happen. And Drapion and Quillfish on the same team just makes me a little bit too weak to Mudslap, which is also all over the place right now. Not to mention that Drapion has a very awkward matchup into Carbink as well. It's not something that you want to be in as Drapion. Even though you have super effective Aqua Tails, they just bounce off of Carbink. Just went for all of your buddy hearts after sunset. Still came back, bathed in sweat. It's too hot outside. Hey, it is for me too. We even had like a lot of wind in a cooler day today, and it was still like over 100 degrees here. Quillfish roll. We love Quillfish. Pizza Burger, welcome on in. Pizza. We still have discussion time to get to for your discussion time, and don't you worry, we will do it. I just wanted to make sure you were around for it, and we have the right time for it. You like the updates to the menu and the slower particles? There's a lot of changes that are on your screen right now, but I appreciate that the feedback. You used Quillfish today and went 18-7? Dude, what were you using? What were you using, if I may ask? Out of curiosity. Also noticed how, like, I finally have a team that can handle a Ninetales lead. We have not seen a single Ninetales in the lead. It's incredible. You've been using Quillfish all season? Why did I not know that? AWAC in the lead, and Feeble in the back. What do you do to a Mudslapper lead? So, like, I will say that would insta-lose to Marowak Carbon Core. That would insta-lose. But besides that, that's sick. Because you're using mons that are actually just all different. The algorithm. I will say, I'm not an algorithm believer. I'm not an algorithm believer. I'm more of a sometimes things don't go your way believer, sometimes the meta shifts believer, and sometimes streaming live the team that you're running when you're in queue times and one of the only people in that queue is maybe not the smartest idea believer. Because I'm not saying that I make it a very big habit on the channel to not call people snipers. I don't know if I'm being sniped, and therefore I don't want to call people snipers. But I do know what could be a thing, is there are some people that maybe don't snipe you even, but they will just know that you're running a team that they don't want to see, and then not queue you. Which is a thing. Now, how often does that happen? I don't know. There's no way to know, so it's really not something I want to overthink. But I do know that sometimes you can run a team, you can make the right adjustment to what yesterday's meta is, and then the meta shifts. So, farm up to a move and catch on Thievel. Also, you're weak. Wait, you're like ABA weak to Carbink. I mean, if it's working though. Definitely a tough game. Yeah, I could see that. Except losses to Carbink, since Carbink is cool. Hey, I can appreciate the design of Carbink and still not want Carbink to be this good in OGL. You have seen more Basti than Carbink this week. I have never seen a Basti. This is like almost all season. So we might be seeing different stuff. Oh, deep in... Okay, I see. I will say, I think the idea of the pits is an overrated concept, because I'm sure whatever you're calling the pits is still way better than the average player, but I get where you're coming from. Let's try to re-queue here and see if we can get a win. So far, we're 0-2 in this set, and honestly, we're just getting hard RPS'd right now. Now, is there play in that last game? No. In the first game, maybe. Not as consistent as near leaderboard. Yeah, fair enough. It would be nice to get some innovation from some of these players. I would love to see if we could see the daring, brave player that wants to decide to queue into the Go Battle League with the team that they themselves made. Doesn't even play PvP. Okay, the average PvP player. Okay, pretty neutral lead actually, but kind of where I want to see this. Yeah. Good catch by them. I don't know if they got a rollout sneak or if they paused. I feel like they paused. Just in case, I'm getting out. I don't like what just happened because it's bad for me. But we'll see. I'm gonna try to get them to waste all their energy here. They're in double energy ball range. They're not going to be in acro range right now. They undertap, which is kind of wild. If they come in Fearow, I do need to know they're one away and to not potentially fall for any trickery. I have overthought this game. Yeah. I am maybe going to lose because of how I've overthought this game. But we'll see. A lot of this is going to come down to what's in the back. I can't shield this. They're 4 away from a move here. Yeah, I'm in a bad spot. What's on a team like this? Hopefully something really weak to Firo. Okay, they're at a move now. I could have won CMP, but I feel like I need the energy. It is IV dependent, so interesting. What? They really would have just let me win on the spot? Did I not tap to get out? Yes or no? Can someone help me? Did I tap to get out or not? It looks like I maybe should have caught a dynamic punch there. Okay. That shield call, though? Yeah, kind of insane. Kind of unnecessary, in my opinion, of them. But I'm not even sure if that was lag. I'm not sure what that was. I feel like Dunsparce is pretty good at the moment. There are a lot of people actually at the top of the leaderboards right now using Dunsparce. It might be good. I don't know. That sucks. We'll just move on. Just so you know, yeah, Galani saying CMP. The problem with going for a CMP there is that they were already at their dynamic punch. If I were to have done one more poison sting, they would have thrown, and I wouldn't have gotten to my third Aqua Tail that I needed to get to there. I wouldn't have gotten there. So my only play there was to actually go for a catch, throw an energy ball, and then get my Aqua Tail off later and not get caught on. Yeah. There are a normal fortress, so I guess I just don't bait a normal fortress. But again, fun meta. There's the Rock Tomb. Incredible. We'll see if they decide to stay in or get out. I'm having a lot of fun with this meta. A lot of fun. Whoa! They didn't even get their... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no! Oh, this meta sucks! If I can get a shield advantage here, I'm happy. I can't even do that. I just want a shield advantage. I don't care if they farm me all the way down or not. I can one and throw here because of guaranteed Dre. I should have baited. This should have always been a bait. Such an obvious shield. Such a misplay. I'm just going to take the damage I can here. I'm not really worried about keeping this move stored for the Marowak, believe it or not. Oh my gosh, they don't know their counts! Incredible. Okay, I'm going to pray they're not on Ice Beam. If they're on Ice Beam, I lose. Okay, I wait the turn to make sure that they're in the middle of an animation here. I probably should have gone Energy Ball first. I don't even have to shield this. I feel like it's unnecessary. Okay, Energy Ball now. And at this point, I don't see the way to lose. Because I actually have a move stored on Licky. I have a shield. And just for good measure. This meta makes you sad. It makes me incredibly sad. By the way, that's a team I've also seen a few of. Fortress, Marowak, Mantine. That's a team I've been seeing over the last few days. RPS my last team, pretty bad. Pretty bad. But now we can actually beat it. Really, really awesome that they decided to shield an Aqua Tail for some reason. Again, that is what I mean. Like, I'm not saying this to disparage the player. People play at their own pace. And people are learning. And people are allowed to run whatever they want. I don't want to, like, tell people what to run, what they can't. With that said, I think that's a good example of someone not necessarily counting, but at an elo that is basically on the push to legend, even though they're not counting, because they can get there by team good. Team a little OP. Team a little bit alignment dependent. You just play it out in the way that you're supposed to on paper. Just my opinion. What is that banner that just popped up? There's a whole banner there. Interesting. We finally got a win in this set, by the way. That's incredible. Maybe a couple more that we could have gotten, but honestly, every single game so far has just been incredibly... we're getting RPS'd by a sad version of what the meta is at this point. A very sad meta. They should add a show 6 pick 3 to GBL. So Krusty Krab, not only should they do that, which I've been a big proponent of, I will say it's probably not going to happen anytime soon, because that is a lot of coding on their side of things. It's a lot of work, and PvP really isn't their money-making side of the app. They're not going to probably put that much work into the PvP part of the app, even though they should, in my opinion. And I'll go as far as to say there's like a million things that they should do when it comes to making the PvP side of this not just feel like you're playing a skeleton version of a practice mode of a game, which PvP right now, like Go Battle League really just feels like a practice match that you're playing over and over. You're playing a practice match and it's not even like the full game. It feels like you're playing like it's like you're playing a drill. Like as if you're in a sport and you're just doing a drill over and over. But yeah, what Fat Ghost Nerd said right there, they're just like, all of the resources right now that they have is going into fixing the game, and even then, it is taking quite a while, right? Even then, it's taking quite a while. So, can't have everything nice in the world, but hopefully we can, at least at some point, get the game working the way that we'd like it to be. $1 billion company, yeah. Yeah. And they want your next dollar over having a good game, in a way. Okay, Shadow Gator's honestly not that good to see here. Okay, I lagged a turn because this game is not fun. But they threw on good timing, so I got my turn back. Okay, I don't have an answer to this. Well, I guess if I two-shot, I do. I'm able to bank 100 energy on Licky. Technically, it was like 104, but you can't have 104. I'm gonna go for a CMP here, see if they want to fall for it or not. And they do. Which, you can argue whether or not that's really falling for it. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Okay. Well, now I'm scared. I have no shields. I go for a CMP here. It is a bait. They are going to shield no matter what here, in my opinion. So just in case... Yeah. Just in case they decide to throw... I really like the decision I make here. Because now, if I do live, I can potentially get to a move later with Quill. Okay, are we ready to just, like, throw this meta away? In all honesty, are we ready to throw the meta away? I'm just going to get Poison Jab down and lose. All the double Mud Slappers, meet the double Poison team. It exists. Incredible. Wow. Well. Fun. Fun. Unless I somehow can... Yeah, they just have a Hydro here. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell y'all. This game is just what the game is. I have seen 10 straight teams of just degen shit. And I'm not right now countering that. And oh, that is like all of my elo. Down the drain. Okay. I will say, and you might even say, hey, is Licky not a good lead into Gator? It's not, when it's a Shadow Gator. Shadow Gator just straight up beats Licky. I didn't fall for anything there. I literally just didn't fall for a single thing in that game. And it still doesn't matter, because it's just a degen team that beats my team. I guess I could have overfarmed more on Quillfish, knowing they would live on one single HP there. I can't beat them, join them? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I am Quillfishing. Bulk is boring. So, Cowboy, before the season started, I had a conversation with one of my mods, actually, Bobbert. The moment that they buffed Ninetales with Energy Ball, I had a conversation with him about what the meta was going to end up being. The exact meta that we're seeing right now is exactly what we both decided the meta was going to end up being. It's very fun. They should be at 1 after this. I want to get out. Yeah. Don't love where I'm at, but I am where I'm at. I want to see if they want to shield this or not. Smart to just let it go. Honestly, I probably shouldn't have done what I just did. Okay. I probably should have just taken the shield and farm down there. I want to guarantee either a shield or a knockout. Well, we get the knockout. I should have gotten out right away. I should have gotten out right away. That is a huge misplay because I was debuffed. We'll see if that bites me or not. Dude, can we just, like, throw every part of this meta away? Can we do that? We'll see. I think I just stay in here. If I stay in here, I think that's my win con. It makes them throw at me. Yeah. Because now I just Shadow Ball for the win. I don't think they're back-to-back. If they are, they win. If they're one away, they win. Okay. Diggersby would have been good here. Yeah, so this is a team that auto loses to Diggersby in the lead, by the way. It's a team that also exists everywhere. This is a very common team. For all of you who think these are random teams, no, outside of that double poison team, these are the teams I've been seeing every single freaking day. Lots of them. Shadow Licky. Oh, Shadow Licky. That's what you meant. JP, I don't even think Shadow Licky would be good. Because part of what makes Licky so good is the freaking bulk on it. Okay, there's an insta-kill. Oh, this version of it. One of us lost turns, and one of us got turns back. I can't tell who. Idea? Okay. I'm throwing on what would be actual good timing, which is just 6 more after the swap here. Really? Incredible shield by them. Very weird, in my opinion. Very weird behavior. That's just a surf. I gotta be very careful here. I think I just let myself go down here. As tempted as I am to get one away from a move and get out. My goal here is to make it extremely awkward for them to get out. Spacebar, welcome on in, man. Okay. The awkward thing is they're still not in a range that I want them to be in. But we'll see how this goes. Okay. I feel like Body Slam might just be the play here. If I need to get to a move later with Jump Bluff, I think I still can reach it. Oh, wait! They don't have a shield! What am I doing? Uh-oh. I think we're good. I don't think they had enough energy. Wait, did they? Uh-oh. Oh, no. I have thrown this game incredibly hard, unless I get to the energy ball. I forgot the fact that they had no shields. Ah, that feels awful. That's just a major throw. That feels terrible. That feels so terrible. That's just an insta win that I threw out the window. Jack, scold, mate. How you doing, Jack? You're here. I'm here too. I am just, that last game, I did not play well. Let's lock in. You're here? You're all here? Did you all watch me incredibly throw there? Throw incredibly? Working? Skål. I don't know why I thought that they had that they still had a shield. They didn't have a shield since, like, the beginning of the game. Pulsator, was that you? I'ma check. Is that who I just played? Yeah, it is. I will say, GG's, man. I won't just say, I did massively throw against you, but, because I forgot you had no shields, and therefore I could have just Shadow Balled you. But GG's, man. Hood Killer, scored. That is one of the biggest misplays that you could probably have, is just forgetting that your opponent... I've done that plenty of times. It's a really weird thing when you just get, like, so lulled into a long game that you completely forget that there is literally no shields. And then you just throw the bait move for no reason. Quite literally, my only lose con there was me figuring out how to lose. And I did it. Hopefully I can shake that one off, because that just feels bad. It feels really bad. Oh yeah, dude. I do those all the time. You know, misplays are just things to learn from. It's just like, when you, it sucks when you have, like, such an obvious win con, and then you misplay, and then I'm probably going to get, like, a 10-minute queue, and not be able to shake it off. But yeah, dude, I appreciate it. I wish you well, too. I don't know where you were, if you had already hit Legend or not, but if you haven't, good luck on your climb as well, man. Good luck on your climb. It's like one of the most unfortunate things, I was talking to Henry about this earlier, is it's really unfortunate in this season that whenever you do misplay and you throw a game that you should have won, you can't get a queue after, so you can't just, like, get your get back. It's one of the things I like to do, is whenever I throw, I like to just get another game so I can actually get my get back. Can you work with the chat box? Can you make it so that messages beginning don't show up on the screen? I don't know how to. It's kind of redundant to have... Oh, I see. If I could figure out how to, sure, but I don't know if I know how to working. I'll be honest. Well, this is not a good lead. I'm a little bit worried about being caught on as well here. Not loving this situation. Also, they safe swap this, or they just double flyer. They're obviously going to go double little move here. I probably should have just taken an air cutter, actually. I don't know what I'm doing. This is just big misplays. This is probably not actually a good catch. And they're smart. And I don't like that they're smart. Yeah, I just lose this game. I just lose this game. Because they just, like, shield here, guarantee. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's just tricky. I don't even know what's in the back, which is annoying. Like, I have to let an air cutter through, but even then... Ow. I probably should have thrown my move just to see what's in the back there. Yeah, I'm just, like, not sure what teams I'm supposed to be beating right now with Licky Lead. So far, Licky Lead has been an absolute failure. You think you can help? Really? Okay, Sparkle, I will take you up on that. Because that is something I would actually appreciate maybe learning about. Trigger command to the bot to do a shout out. There is an ability to do a shout out that is not the Nightbot one, but you can only do it every so often. Well, it's not only that they were smart, Jack, like, they have a team that I don't think I beat. It's that too. Like, I don't have an answer to a Pidgeot safe swap, which is incredibly weird. The fact that people are safe swapping Pidgeot is incredibly weird. To me, that is insane. But against my team, you can do that. Just removes comments starting... Oh. Okay. So we'll look into it, for sure. They know my team. I bet that thing was just on, like, Air Cutter and, like, probably... What's it called? Heat Wave, just for coverage of steel types. I'm not going to say people are knowing my team, sniping, all of that. I don't have a reason to think that. I don't have proof of any of that. And therefore, it's probably not good practice. But it definitely was just a bad situation because Empoleon, I don't have anything I can counter swap into it. I don't win that lead. I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing because, like, right now, as it stands, this team's sucking. But I'm also seeing, quite literally, I've had one good lead this entire 12 or 13 games we played. One single lead that, not only like one good lead, one good or neutral lead. Or neutral, you can include neutral. And in that one game, I threw. I just threw, which feels bad. I'm not seeing what I want to see. I made this team based off of what I've been seeing in the meta, and now I'm not only just not seeing the things that I want to see in the meta, I'm only seeing the things that are like, all the D-Gen teams I'm seeing, they were existent, but they were like the other D-Gen teams, as opposed to the ones I wanted to see. And then I'm not seeing any of the neutral stuff I want to see. Yeah, there's a cooldown. Absolutely. Working, I see a discussion time. Feel free to utilize that however you'd like. Okay, we got a game. Incredible. Mm-hmm. Okay. So 14 is what they did earlier. Interesting. Very weird. Okay, probably a really stupid bait, considering that it's not even a bait, it's just like a... Why am I throwing this? But it does allow for damage to come through, and then they still have to throw at me. Yeah, honestly, really stupid decision of what I just did there, but I already did it, so I can't take it back. They do have to full send a rock tube to knock me out. Okay, my hope is this is just a sand tomb. I'm hoping I didn't just throw this game. Which I might have, but we'll see. They did a move and CMP'd me! Are you kidding me, game? Are you freaking kidding? Dude, this game sucks! Ah! I don't know, I lose. Okay, great. Awesome. Fantastic! Oh, wow! Wow! A freaking Carbink! Wow! Insane! Dude, I'm changing the team. This is not working right now. Whoever just followed, I appreciate the follow. I'm sorry for the, like, the absolute annoyance that I have right now. Okay, my only hope there was I could do a CMP sack swap. That is literally the only hope I had in this game, was a CMP sack swap. Yeah, I don't make the Shadow Ball. This is just so annoying. First of all, I should have a shield. I should have a shield. They literally did a sucker punch. I lagged 2 turns for no reason. But Julian, welcome on in. I can, you know, it's hard enough to play the players. How do I play the players and the game at the same time? I don't know. Can we clip it? Go ahead. Go ahead. The game hates me. I will say, and I'm not saying this to sound salty, and I'm not even saying this to be complaining. I really don't mean to complain too much, but I will say, if you watch the stream enough, I have showcased a very high consistency of crap going wrong specifically that you won't really see anywhere else with the new system and what happens to me. It's incredible. Oh. Inspired by or adapting Greco-Roman mythology? What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean by Greco-Roman mythology, but, why don't we just go ahead and pin that for now? Okay, there's a very good chance we're going to change the team, but... Dude, do I just do what every single other person does and just put freaking K9 in the lead? I don't want to, but it's looking like the call. As much as I hate that. I mean, I'd be ABA weak to Marowak. Don't love that in a Marowak meta. Oh my gosh. There's a lead? I've lagged a turn, so they get their turn back. That is fantastic. Or they get an extra sneak, is what I'm saying. Incredible. Incredible. And now they get out. I don't think I mind this, because now this is actually not even bad. I don't mind this at all. Okay, if they're smart, they always power gem here. If they're smart. Henry? Dude, I'm literally only playing D-Gen and my game keeps freaking screwing me. You've missed the me getting screwed 2 games in a row. Okay, they're probably going to shield this to get out, given that they're over farming. Wow. They just live. Okay, so they have a move sword. Let's remember that. Interesting. I do reach it, so I'm going for it. Yeah. They stored a move on Corsola. Called it. That was kind of obvious. And now if they shield, they lose, and if they don't shield, I think I can still win this game. Yeah. They're waiting? They're waiting for me to swap. They're waiting for me to swap. And they didn't want to wait any longer, because I make another move. GG's. We won that game even though I one turn lagged in the beginning, which is nice. We have somehow 2-3'd, which is sad. I've dropped like 1 million elo, which is sad. But... okay, so Licky got its first... Licky... okay, second good lead of the day. Second good lead of the day. In 3 sets, we have had 13 terrible leads, and then 2 good leads. We'll see if I want to continue Licky or not. I might keep it for, like, maybe 1 more. Maybe. Just to see if we've, like, gone through all of the stuff we don't beat. I'm not even feeling like I'm playing that poorly. I'm just, like... every single team right now is just... What? The meta sucks. The meta sucks. Scoresla fighter teams apparently don't see all the Wiggly and Malamar. Yeah, they don't see them. They just see like other things, I suppose. Although that one just saw a Licky lead. I would have loved to have not lagged a turn in the beginning of this game. I would have loved last game to have not literally had an opponent get a free sucker punch into a CMP as I'm throwing a move, which is somehow meaning I 2-turn lagged. I called the meta perfectly before the season. Oh, yeah, I called what the meta would become. Yeah, this is exactly. I was having conversations with multiple people about exactly what the meta was going to be, and it was exactly this. This is exactly what I said the meta was going to be. What we're seeing right now. Okay, I get him to waste energy. I'm just going to, like, try to bank 100 energy and get out. I could have caught that in a jump bluff, but that would have been kind of risky. Let's see how much they value this. Okay, they are probably going to let this go, thinking that if I Aqua Tail, they can just barely live it. That's my hope. There we go. Okay, if they were smart, they would have caught that. Oh, wait. Wait, no, they haven't used their shield. Wait, what are they doing? I see. Yeah, called that. I called that they would get out. That was pretty obvious. Smooth Devil with a follow. Welcome on in. See, it's like I'm not even necessarily playing poorly. Dunebug! I just want to get this thing out of here. Go away. Dune, fix the meta! Dunebug with the rate. Okay, they know it. They know it. They know it. Dune, this meta sucks. The game state sucks. I am getting absolutely, like, train wrecked by this meta, by the game state. I am in, like, a week and a half of hell right now that I don't know how to get out of. I'm not even upset anymore. I'm not even sad about it. At this point, I'm kind of just accepted that, like, games I should win, I just have random crap happen, and then, like, all the other games, I'm not even playing poorly. I just can't find teams that I can beat, like, on paper. I have to play out of my mind right now to have a chance. It's insanity. Insanity. I hope your stream went well, Dale. I hope Conkeldor treated you well today, like it did yesterday. But dude, it didn't. At least you had the one day with it, though. Like, honestly, you can't really ask too much out of that, dude. You can't. It's a lot to ask out of it. Oh, also we're in set number 3. I need to get used to using my menu. My new menu. Sizzle, hello. Anybody coming in from the Dune raid? The other Alex's raid. Welcome on in. You've come just in time to, hopefully all the degens got scared away by y'all coming in. Because I would love that. Okay, so Cradilly double slap. Or Cradilly Sea King slap. Throw right away because I've lost a turn. I don't think I lost a turn, actually. Incredible. What does that mean? I just want to guarantee a shield or a KO here. Sick. I'm acting like this is good. Cradilli should be at what? Maybe 4? I was wrong. Okay. This is going to get very awkward. Okay, this is going to be a weird play, but I'm throwing on bad timing here on purpose, right before they get to the next rock tomb, because I don't think they're in a position to be shielding. But maybe they do. Yeah, they don't. And I want all the max, like, all the energy I can get, basically. I did call the Sea King, did I not? This is going to get weird. I don't know if I live the Icy Wind well enough. We'll see. Okay. My win con here is to farm all the way down. Okay. We get rid of this, because I don't want this thing getting to a body slam, getting any, like, anything through here. I am in body slam range, just about. I shouldn't have actually thrown at the gas trail. I feel like they tried to bait me into doing that. I'm realizing that in the moment. If I had just done one single more Fairy Wind. No, spacebar, I'm actually going to disagree with you. It's not even to double up. I don't need to double. It's double Fairy Wind. So, the win con there was just to get close enough that I outpace. So I don't have to go for fast moves. Because they did Earth Power me. They were not at another move. I just threw. If we remember correctly, they Body Slam Jump Bluff, they Earth Powered after. They shouldn't have been at a move that could have knocked me out yet. So, like, unless they were one away, I could have done 2 Fairy Winds there. I wouldn't have been able to double up. Because if I double up, I feel like I might just take too much damage. As much as, like, obviously Mud Slap doesn't do much, that plus the Body Slam, I was getting pretty low. But just doing, I guess, yeah, just doing 2 Fairy Winds there, and then I got the win. Too drunk to spell? I mean, Iggy, you're allowed to be drunk in here. It's just like, as long as you're just here having a good time in a kind way, then no bother. Like, I know the team, I get RPS by the team incredibly, but honestly, I still should win that game. I still should... Allowed to be drunk. It's like, terrible team for me. but I still should win it. Well, this is kind of a weird Pokemon. Don't love to see this. They might go for an Icy Wind just to try to live the 2 shadows. Got 4. Straight Icy Wind? Are you allowed to do that? Okay, I'm going to go Body Slam first, just to see if I need... I will need another Shadow Ball, but I feel like this is still the play. Unfortunately for me, if they just go straight Icy Wind, this sucks. Well, unless I live on 1 HP. I'm going to actually just go for alignment here. I'm going to fully send this. Oh. Well, their answer's that. No alignment from me. I'm going to hope and pray that this is their answer to Quillfish. 1 Sting. I would have liked 2. At 12? Are we having fun, everyone? I hope so. They really shield the first when I could have baited an energy ball. And really, really, dude. This is what we're doing now. Are we in dance mode? Holy crap. It has been a while. I can't tell if they threw him good timing or not. Oh, I went to 100 energy when I shouldn't have. That's pretty embarrassing. That is kind of embarrassing. Luke Superstar with whatever that is. Luke, I appreciate it. Okay, if they're smart, they throw right away. It looked like Luke gigantified something. I don't even really know what that means, but thank you, Luke. Because it did involve bits, and I appreciate that. What Dragon Ball is? I didn't have time to read! I'm in a game! They didn't throw right away. They should have. Interesting. Interesting plays. Also, Thuff. Welcome on in. What a name. If you're in a game, get out of a game. Yeah, just like ads. Just like ads. Okay, so we won a game. In fantastic fashion, given that game, guess what? We still have not gotten past just all DJ teams. Whee! What temperature is my room currently set at? Low 70s? I want to say. Like very low 70s? Whee! Whee! Won a game. We did manage to win a game, yeah. Whee! Whee! Won a game. Oh boy. Oh boy. Whee! Pykel, hello. Whee! Pykel, save me. Save me from the meta, man. Whee! Pykel, I need saving. Won a game. This meta sucks. Whee! This meta sucks. Whee! Won a game. Dune, I don't have water left, but I will have to fill my water. Because I don't have enough for a skull, mate. Not the best, dude. Whatever has happened over the last couple of days to make the meta whatever it is, just rewind it, take it all back, Just take it back. I don't know what we did to deserve this. Like, Dune's a good example. Dune is one of the people I was talking to before the season started, saying, hey, guess what this meta is going to end up being? And you know what I told him? It would end up being exactly what you're seeing in front of your eyes right now. Just a bunch of bulky crap that plays for alignment and can take hits from K9, because K9 was overtuned. Sound right? It should. Yikes. Ow. Wow, they actually throw in good timing as a Morpeko user. Fun. Lovely. Love how long that animation is. We'll see if we get a shield back or not. We do. I guess they're a Morpeko. I still don't like anything about this, dude. Because they're not in 4 Fairy Wind range, I don't believe. Okay. Here's the thing. They're only 1 stage boosted, and I don't want Quillfish to have no shield, so I'm letting this go. Ow. Oh, we have lost the game. Wait, they switched out? We still lost the game, but now we lose, in a kind fashion. I'm gonna try. We're trying. His shield. So I do whatever this is, and I hope. Okay. I think I'm 2 away here. Wait, am I? Uh-oh. I mean, this is all I could do. This has to knock out, and it just won't. Yeah. It's literally all you can do. I did everything you could do. There's not a single play I could see how I could make that different. Someone explain to me what I'm supposed to do different in that game. I don't know. I don't know. Go Avalug? No. Okay, we're going to finish this set. Then I'm going to get the water filled. For Dune, we got a discussion time. And then I'll actually potentially redo the team a little bit because I am not having fun. I want to have more fun than I'm having right now. And right now, the meta is just absolute garbage. I mean, that team is just like, it's another copycat team. There has been almost zero innovation this season. It is just everybody copies other teams that are just like degenning through in different ways. Also, by the way, there are Marowak carving teams, and that team exists. It's quite literally the definition of an unhealthy meta, is when all the different teams that are built just hard RPS each other. They all just hard RPS each other. Okay. You're in ads, what happened? Well, we got completely RPS'd. Okay, I want to try something different this time. And then this one throws right away! They all play differently, but, like, stupidly at the same time. Do I live? Incredible. Okay. How are we going to lose this time? Explain to me. I should have baited, but also I don't think I can bait there. Because then I need the energy later. I just lose, dude. And it's not even fun. Like, it's in the most unfun way. They're just gonna Beak Blast. Because why not, dude? They thought I died, and I didn't die. I need this to knock out. Incredible. These are just not winnable. I'm... Okay. Here's the adjustment I'm gonna make. Here's the adjustment I'm gonna make. Since I legitimately don't even think I'm playing poorly, I'm just gonna make an adjustment. Like, I'm running a team. It's just not having play. And at some point you have to give up on it. But here's what we're gonna do. That's it. That's the adjustment. I feel like I've seen enough Marowak in the lead. I have seen enough more Pecco in the lead. Enough stuff where Jump Love actually would have play, right? Hopefully. I don't know. I want to do this, and then we're going to see all the Carbink. We're going to see all of the Clodsire. We're going to see all the Cradilly. I don't even know. I don't know what to do. I've been RPS'd in all but 2 games so far. And like, I'm not even one to really complain about it. I'm not even that upset about it. Dude, I have seen 0 K9 today. I finally, for the first time all season, have a good lead into K9. I don't have a K9. A single game in like 4 sets. Not a single one, like, anywhere, by the way. Not a single one anywhere. They've all disappeared. Actually, no, we saw 1 single K9, but it was in the back. It was in the back. 1 single K9 in the back. Macargo? No. Macargo, I'm not a believer in. I'm not trying to get abused by Fearos and stuff like that. But I guess, I don't know. I don't know. It's not like I'm seeing... No, I did see a Fearo. Also report K9 missing. I couldn't watch Accent today. Okay, I'm gonna go fill up my water. I'm gonna go take a little go pee session, because I need a pee. I need to fill up my water. And then we have discussion time. Working, you set the discussion time thing to only be pinned for 20 minutes, so it's gone. I need the discussion time, like permanently pinned for right now, if we can, like, go back to it. I'll look for it really quick, but I'm not seeing it. So if we can get that discussion time topic back somehow, that would be awesome. Maybe the rise of Rapidash? No. I don't think we are going to see Rapidash in a Marowak lead meta as well, but, I'm gonna go fill up my water. I'll be right back. Okay. I have what? DV, Sizzle. Those are not the discussion time topic that we're going to be talking about right now. Skull, by the way, dude. Skull. Did we ever get Working to give us our discussion time? Working. Can we yell at Working? I want to play a game since we don't have a discussion time pinned yet. It's coming? Well, there's a game coming first. Okay. While we're in queue, we'll read this and I'll start thinking. Q&A time. What's my favorite piece of media? Book, art, TV show, film, poem, etc. Yikes. That's kind of hard considering that I am not someone that has favorites of a lot of things. And also, I'm not the biggest, like, culture person. I'm very uncultured. Sizzle, wow. That's tough. That's actually tough. There's not many times in my life where I've even had a favorite at a given time. Like, even when I was a kid, I'm not sure I had a favorite TV show. I'll think about that for a little bit. Maybe, like, music. Oh, wow. I switch my lead. I get this lead. Insane. Okay, well, it's an energy ball range for later. This is an insane full send. But I'm doing it. Screw it. I'm not trusting in that. I don't believe in the out. They could have drain punch there. Not that it really matters. Okay. Of course they're on Gleam. Why wouldn't they be on Gleam? Is this real? Uh-huh. Okay, well, this just RPSs me to bits. I've just been RPS'd in all but, like, 2 or 3 games. Like, it's not even, like, I'm pretty honest with this stuff. I'm not really one to complain that much. It's not like I'm having play, I'm just getting RPS'd in every single game. Okay, I feel like this is double body. I don't even feel like they're in Shadow Ball range. They don't have to shield because they're, yeah, they know it. This is incredibly fun. Huh? Okay. I'm not even, like, upset. That's the thing. I'm just, like, it's more like I'm watching from above. And I'm just watching myself play every game and get RPS'd. Well, dude, you're running, like, not even in the funnest way possible. You're running literal RPS stuff that's just for fun. I'm running stuff that's supposed to be neutral and have play. And then whatever, I switch my order, and I immediately get RPS. It's just the meta right now is all so degen that it literally just only RPSs each other in other things. We're not running neutral mons. We're just not. I guess that's like the most neutral team I've been RPS by all night. At least it was Firo and Sableye. But Clodsire, it's every single team has to have something. What am I supposed to, like, switch? I'm trying to think of what I'm supposed to switch to have real play. And also working, I don't really have, like, a good topic for, like, TV shows. Lead Quill. This is something I was thinking of doing a while ago, was leading Quill. Why didn't I like leading Quill? I didn't earlier, but let's see if I don't like it now. I'm just going to stare at this for a sec. What does that look like to me? I mean, I get kind of dumpstered by those, like, Marowak teams. We'll try it. We'll try it. So, because I have no idea what to do. But we're going to try this. So, okay, anyways. I don't have his favorite TV show. Like, when I was a kid, I probably did have TV shows that I really liked. Like, for example, I used to be a big Zack and Cody fan. I don't know if we have any Zack and Cody fans in here. Any Sweet Life on Deck fans? Any Zack and Cody fans? For example, where I am now, what I can give you, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, yes. What I can give you is I have, like, a couple of favorite artists. And I have a few favorite artists. They're artists that are, like, differently, they mean different things for different reasons to me. And all of them happen to, in some way, be represented in the channel here. You'll hear them at some point. So I can talk about some of my favorite, like, people I listen to in terms of music. I feel like that's what I can do. James Woodcast. I think Disney's Hercules movies. It is a good movie. Disney does typically make pretty solid movies, I will say. Wasn't meant to be a reply for Sizzle. Warrior J-Mac, you love Brenda's song. Brenda's song, all the nostalgia from Sweet Life with Zach and Cody. For me, like, I think I was in middle school. It was way past the time I should have been watching that. I rewatched all of Sweet Life on Deck at, like, the end of middle school, even though I should have been too old for it. It's just, like, it was so good. I didn't care. I'm missing the second half of the question. Inspired by or adapted? What do you mean by that? Working, you never explained that. Inspired by or adapting? Is that, do you mean Greek Roman mythology? Because you wrote Greco. And explain what you mean. She's 10 years younger than me. I'm a child. Wow. By the way, I've dropped like all of my elo and I'm still in queues. I don't know how I'm supposed to make it out of this. Maybe I should have run the Firestar team. Maybe I should be leading Kraydilly in this meta. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. We'll get back to the conversation in a second. Ashley Tinsdale too. Sick. Watch me get debuffed. Okay, I don't get debuffed. They throw right away again. Insane behavior. If you're in ads, by the way, you're in ads. Come. I should have overfarmed so I could shield here. I don't like how I played this. I've misplayed. I should have overfarmed here. Because I actually do want the shield here, where I didn't before. I just make them wild charge me. Or not. Intriguing. I have misplayed pretty hard in this game. If I do lose, it's probably to my own misplayings. That's... What are they doing? They're throwing right away every time they can. Oh. I am just going to go ahead and continue doing what I'm doing here. If they're smart, they wild charge to take less farm, but they're probably going to energy ball because they want the debuff. Wow. Insane. Dang. I think they win. GG's, I suppose. I don't feel like they played well, but I made one misplay that lost me the game. I made one single misplay in that game, but it was so good for them that they could play, in my opinion, poorly and win the game. You know what the actual play was? Could I have made triple Aquatail? I don't know. You think so? It's 50-50. It would have been really cutting close if I would have gotten them all through. Because you also have to consider I have to like take more side waves to get them off. 2 Shadow Balls equal... Oh, wait, 35... Oh, I easily make that. Oh, I just misplayed. At 2 different points. Also, Tom, welcome on in. Tom? Dude, I hate this meta. I am struggling. Tom, at some point, I'm going to just need like a therapist because of this game. Also, working first in the YouTube chat. Incredible. I think Ariana Grande was 17 or 18 for Sam and Cat. That was a TV show I didn't watch a lot of. But yeah, dude, you're right. That is the misplay. More so, I made 2 misplays in that game. Number 1 was CMPing the Empoleon when I actually wanted to, like, save my jump bluff. I figured out, like, the reasoning was I was going to let my jump bluff go. But then I decided to save my jump bluff. So, whoops. Honestly, big misplay. Big misplay. But the bigger misplay was not recognizing the triple Aqua Tail win con. Because 2 Aqua Tails do 100% knock out Malamar. And then I just win the game. Yeah. That's 2 different points in that game where I misplayed. But regardless, to get therapy for this game, I mean, I do hear they're working on giving every single person who plays this game free therapy for what they're going through. For what they're forced to go through. So you never watched iCarly either? I did! I watched iCarly. I 100% watched iCarly. I watched iCarly. I watched a lot of kids shows. Sam and Cat is just one that I only watched a little bit of. Okay, let's see if I can not play like crap. And then I'll talk about music. Okay. Hello, Alzu. I can't tell what's going on animation-wise. Someone help me. I also have no answer for a fortress, which is incredible. I don't know if they threw on good timing or if they just threw when they got their rock to him. I mean, they did throw on good timing, but, you know. The good thing is I don't really need swap. I just need to get this fortress whittled down. Okay, they give me a free sneak, which, sure, I'll take that. Why not? Okay, I don't want to take a Sand Tomb, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw my Body Slam here. As much as I don't want to do that, I actually... What? Uh-huh. Oh. Well, this is a misplay. Or is it? No, I like this. It's getting use out of my jump fluff. And they have to acro me. I mean, even if they bait, that's fine. Firestar? Lucario, Gliscor, Pidgeot? Is that what you just played, dude? Wait, I'm looking at his screen right now. He played that? Because right now, he is playing Reshiram. Incredible. I'm going to let him know I just played a Gliscor too. Wow. We won a game! Holy crap! Victorious? Victorious, I feel like I watched. Because that was different than Sam and Cat, wasn't it? Oh, I didn't really watch Sam and Cat at all. I watched Victorious just a little bit, not Sam and Cat. Okay. Discussion time. So here is actually, some music that is my favorite music pretty much in the world at the moment. Number 1, for those I've talked about this before. Wee! Why is there a cookie? Wee! Won a game. We won a game, but with a cookie. Wee! Wee! Why is there a cookie on my screen with sizzle? Won a game. Huh. Wee! Or did he? No, he typed that one. Oh, he typed that one. Oh, I'm won a game. I am so stupid. He typed a cookie. Wee! Okay. I'm getting ripsed. Wee! Oh my goodness. Won a game. I've also lag turned. Whee! Whee! Won a game. Whee! Whee! Won a game. Whee! What? Whee! Won a game. Whee! Whee! Won a game. I don't know what's happening right now. Really? Why live this? Come on, Licky. Come. Licky, you are made like that. Licky is built different. Absolutely built different. Although I'm getting scared. Because this Malamar has so much energy. They're at double right now. I do need to shield this up or else I'm just going to get fast move through. And then Quillfish is toast. Their play here is to full send. And I want to get more use out of this guy. I should have baited. I always should have baited here. This is a huge misplay. Yeah. Okay, here's my play. I just lost CMP. Oh. Jesus. This game is ridiculous. Okay, my play is to make them CMP me. That is the play. Dog. And I just get outpaced anyways. I don't know. I guess my only misplay was literally CMPing, or sorry, was literally just baiting. My only misplay in that game was I baited when I shouldn't have baited. That's it. I can't win games because I literally have to play absolutely perfectly to win these games. And no matter what order I go, I'm getting RPS perfectly. It's actually just like incredible to watch. Can I add a cooldown to the Wii? I can, but also I feel like people are going to cool it in the future. Like all of the other ones don't have cooldowns, they just like aren't overly used. They run their course a little bit. I'll read your YouTube side thing later, by the way. Well, this thing beats my whole team. Wit Dog, I am not do. I'm running Shadow Quillfish. Okay. We'll see how this goes. I'm not loving the scenario I'm in right now. Not gonna lie. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of this if I can. I don't mind just getting rid of this. That's energy. That just goes down the drain. 2. Yikes, dude. Yikes, dude. I probably should be baiting here, but I don't think I can risk it. I tried to make that into a CMP sack swap, and then I mistimed it. Awesome. I shouldn't be having to, like, go to this level to have play in these games, but I am. I have not had any single game here where I've not had to just, like, try to do something incredibly stupid to win. Well, this team just, like, RPS's the living shit out of me. Dude. I don't know what I'm supposed to do! Okay. Ow. With dog, I'm not joking. I'm not changing my team, dude. So, like, you can keep suggesting it, but it's not happening. It's just not happening. I appreciate the enthusiasm to tell me what to run when I'm saying no, but I'm not changing it. I don't care if it makes me hit legend later. Yeah, I needed to get there. But I will say, I am not changing the Quillfish. That is just not happening. If I continue to lose games, which, did I lose every... I won a single game in this set. I don't think I've had this bad of a day in so long, and honestly, I'm making like 1 to 2 misplays here and there. And honestly, it's just I'm not having damn any play. And I don't even think it's Quillfish's fault, by the way. I don't think it's Quill... My Licky has been absolute dog water. That is more the thing. What am I seeing? Fortress? Okay. I'm just gonna put together something else, because my Fortress and Pluff have been absolute dog water. Well... actually, what if I did this? Like, I'm not even going to lie. I think that the best thing I've had on my team has been Quillfish. I don't think there's anything else that's been good. Licky sucked. Licky's been trash. Do we have a Great League Rayquaza? Was just memeing? Dude, I can't tell if you're memeing when you keep doing it. Quill's honestly... Dude! Axon, please tell him. Quill is actually not bad. By the way, may I just say, I got to the point of being on the, like, brink of leaderboards because of Quillfish in the team. I legitimately, today, don't think Quillfish has been an issue. I just think that I'm, like, having to play perfectly to win a single game right now. I might not be the best player in the world, but I will say I think I'm good enough at this point to know when I'm literally just not having play. Now, am I playing perfectly every game? No. But you shouldn't usually have to play perfectly to beat people that I know aren't even playing perfectly themselves whatsoever. They're just playing with Mons that beat my Mons in order every game. I can count this many times I believe this many times I've had a good lead today. And when I haven't had a good lead, have they been neutral? Not a single time. So I don't think this is a thing where we should get all up in arms. Like, honestly, this is the type of day, in my opinion, where I can look at this day and see myself the very next day going on like an insane run. Because I'm not even playing poorly. The meta is just insanely targeting whatever I'm running. And I'm saying that I feel like objectively. I'm usually not one to complain about RPS. I usually embrace RPS. I think today is just a weird example of what sometimes happens in this game. And I tell this to other people, and it's important I do this to, like, have the same principle for myself. Don't be too high, don't be too low. If you get all up in arms about, hey, I've had a bad day in the Go Battle League, you're going to, like, play worse and then have a worse day in the Go Battle League. I'm not even, like, stressing that much because at the end of the day, I don't feel like I'm really seeing much I have play with. I feel like these games are just kind of terrible. All day Thursday, Friday, and then you went on a huge run today. Yeah. Not sure if you saw the classification was at, but Greek. Okay, Greco. So it is Greco. Roman mythology is Greek and Roman myths. So like Odyssey, Hercules, loosely adapting, Percy Jackson, etc. I don't know if I have a good answer for that working. Just because, okay, I will say even if I've like watched a few of those or know about a few of those, it doesn't mean I have a favorite. But what I'm going to answer, because it's a part of the question I do know how to answer, is what my favorite, like, overall, what was the word they used? Like, I guess media is, and I'm just going to use music as mine. We've talked a little bit about TV shows, more old school TV shows, but I'm going to talk more about music. Pokey Pete, welcome on in. Don't be tempted by the big... Uh-huh, that makes sense. Well, it's a good draw out. I don't mind the start of this game, even though it's been, like, also not great. I could get an advantage here. I'm letting this go. Oh, I actually could have made 2 moves, I think. Oh. Well, that's a misplay. Yeah, big misplay by me. That's an actual misplay. I didn't think I was going to live that long, but honestly, that foul play did a lot less than I thought, and then I just didn't think about it quickly enough. That's a big misplay. That might be game losing. Like, if I lose this game because of that, it's my fault. Because they got a lot more energy than they would have. Whoa. They don't throw a side wave. Pokey Pete, by the way, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in. I hope your day is better than my day has been. I really do. Come. There is actual play here, believe it or not. Ooh. That's crazy. Oh, I know what they're doing. They're just boosting themselves. Also, yeah, they're just drain punching for, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, they're just degenning. They're just degenning. Okay. I played this game, honestly, very poorly, because I also should have thrown the Shadow Blade before. Okay, I've actually just played this game very poorly. If I lose, it's really my fault. I deserve this loss. I'll be honest. I deserve this. This should have been super winnable. I apparently also could have, yeah. And my move didn't show up, but it doesn't matter. Like, I needed a Shadow Ball there. I played, like, absolute dog water in that game. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, that's me getting RPS, but that's me in I feel like if I play that game out again, I win that every time. That's frustrating. Because I really do feel like every single time I play that out again, I win that game 50 in a row. 50 times in a row, I bet I win that game. I just made every single misplay I could have. Dang. Okay. Favorite songs? Favorite artists? I guess we're just, like, so down we're getting insta-Qs. I'll take an actual minute to talk about my favorite artists after this. I have lost turns. How? 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 How is this game such ass? Oh my god! What? What are we doing? Oh wait, that was just 5. Did I do 4? I don't know. I'm just overly confused and sad. I didn't even do 4. Did they get like? That was more than 2 turns, dude. That was more than 2 turns. That was far more than 2 turns could ever be. This is going to be a weird decision, but I'm making this decision. Oh. They had more energy than I thought. Well, now I'm making an even worse decision. I mean, it's not like the worst thing in the world. I still have a lot of Quillfish and a lot of energy. Oh. Huh. Nice. This is a funny game that we play. A very funny game. I forgot that they get a 0-turn swap there. But it doesn't really matter. I only need to go for Weather Ball. It was 2? If it was 2, how did I not CMP them? I'm confused. If it was 2, how did I not CMP them? We're really playing this out? Dude, I have like 1,000,000 energy on my jump bluff. I have an entire Quillfish. Okay, you boosted. Congrats. I'm going to Energy Ball them. That's funny. I think it just made me do a Fairy one too, which is sick. Whee! Whee! Won a game. Whee! Okay. Whee! Won a game. So if it was 2 turns, by the way, considering the 1-turn lag, right? Let's say it's 2 turns. Won a game. Wait. Actually, Dune, you're probably right. Wait, no. Won a game. No, if it was 1-turn lag, I would CMP them, right? Won a game. So then you're actually just right. Won a game. Wait, here's the question. Actual question. I was too busy being like annoyed as crap. Okay, let's calm it. Let's calm down for a sec. Yes. I was too busy being annoyed as crap. Won a game. So
Whee!
Here's the question though, Dune. Did you check if did I CMP them after 4 more fairy ones after?
Whee!
Or did I throw 3?
Whee!
A legitimate question. I actually don't remember.
Whee!
If it was 4, then it's just the 2.
Whee! Won a game.
4. Okay.
Whee! Whee!
You know what's amazing?
Won a game.
I just want to say this really quick. I have been playing this game and consistently getting that 1-turn lag to start games, getting the switch-in lag. It's been consistent for me. For those who have watched the streams, it has been absolutely consistent. Here's the thing. I cannot remember when I've had it in my favor. I literally can't remember. Whenever there's that switch-in 1-turn lag or 2-turn lag, it's always against me. I don't remember when it's been in my favor. Has anybody ever seen me switch into someone else and get that lag in my favor? Sweden, good morning. Like, genuine question, by the way. Sweden, you've seen me get it? No, genuinely, I don't remember me getting that. I've seen me get, have it go against me, like, consistently. Very consistently. I'm just frustrated, because, like, what is that? What is a Stunfisk doing, coming into a jump loft and outpacing it to a move? Dude, I think I'm objectively getting it more out, like, you can say, like, I've gotten in my favor. I think I'm objectively getting it more not in my favor than in my favor. By a lot. Because it is very consistent that I'm getting it not in my favor. Like, I understand the bias part of it. I really do. But I do really think it's been consistently... If it is, sometimes I get it. It seems to be very weighted in one direction. That's what it seems. Because I can think of, like, probably, like, once a set where that happens. Or so. Not the 2-turn lag, but the 1-turn lag. Okay. Favorite artist. I actually want to talk about this for a second. Number 1, for those who have been around, like, you know I've talked about this. I am a really big fan of fingerstyle guitar. And one of my favorite fingerstyle guitarists is James Bartholomew. James Bartholomew is an artist that you will see pop up on, like, in the playlist here and there. He plays a lot of the songs that are fingerstyle, just normal songs that you would hear every day. And, you will just hear a lot of the same music that you're used to hearing, but just in guitar, fingerstyle. So it's very instrumental. It plays the entire song, including the lyrics through just guitar, which I love. Another artist that I think is extremely maybe underrated, but also just I listened to it a lot in college, and I don't have a lot on the playlist because it's a lot slower, but there's a artist named Yaruma. Yaruma plays, like, I'm sure a lot of people have heard of this song. Here, I'm going to play it just for a second. Have we all heard this song? If you've heard this song, this is Yaruma. I'm just going to play this and go back to the other playlist. This is one of my favorite artists ever. I've listened to so much Yaruma, it's made my brain go numb. And then a third, completely different type of artist is Alan Walker. I'm not going to say he's one of my favorite artists, like, technically in terms of my favorite songs, but I listen to a lot, is Alan Walker. More EDM, but I listen to a lot of Alan Walker. And then I'll even give one more. My favorite artist who I've listened to recently, that, like, my new favorite artist in a way. The new one that I picked up is Lindsey Sterling. Can I describe the song? Working, you can be on the Twitch side as well, and I'm sure you are. Yeah, I'm sure you're on both. Piano teacher flashbacks? Oh boy. I played this in guitar. Yeah, thought so. I played this song on guitar. Okay. So game 1 should have been such an easy win. We're going to just delete that from the memory bank, because that was just so easy to have won that game. And now I'm just, like, so far down. I don't remember the last time I've been this far down. Oh, sick. Hmm. Okay, the question is there a is there a mud slapper on this team? And the answer is maybe. I could see Fortress. I could see a fighter. I'm just going to go this to make them throw right away. Yeah. Sizzle? Sizzle has died. Not really, but like... Okay. I'm not even sure I want Switch here. Maybe I shouldn't have fully charged that. We'll see. Fortress? Okay, well, I want Switch. Okay, this is fine. I hope. At 4? 6. Weirdly, I'm shielding. I feel like the Rage Fists are what I shield here. Okay. At this point, I just get out. And farm all the way down. They discharge. Ow. Oh, I cannot farm all the way down. Uh-oh. Hopefully I didn't throw. I might have. Three. They've left. I guess I didn't throw. But also, what if they lived that and then got to, like, a move? Okay. I should have always Aqua-tailed to get out, so that way I was closer to a move on Quillfish later, considering I actually couldn't farm down. I thought I was going to be able to go for a farm down there, and then I couldn't. Stream Elements timed out Sizzle, and then Working timed out Sizzle. Sizzle, what'd you do? Oh, you're vanishing. I see. I see. We still have Vanish. Apparently we still have Vanish. I forgot about that being a thing. But yeah. Oh, this is just more like slow music. Whoops. Let's go back to the other playlist, and I'll even go to a James Bartholomew song. Why not? Here's James Bartholomew. This is a song that you will hear and be like, holy crap, this is familiar. This is like just like a pop culture song, right? But this is fingerstyle guitar. This is what fingerstyle guitar sounds like. What a fun matchup. I'm worried about K9. Sizzle, no. Well, there's a good example of rollout animation sucking whenever there's a one-turn move, or a one-turn swap. Absolutely terrible. What are we saying right now? Oh my goodness, dude. They're at double body, so I'm gonna let it go. Yeah, thought so. I do die, which is sad. I want to go for... I'll let it go. And hope. We'll see. Oh! Okay. This is going to get weird. Really? Oh, I win. GG's. Because now I just farm down. GG's, trainer. GG's, trainer. That was not the play. They had to let that go. They had to stay on Stunfisk. I don't know what they just did, but that was not it. That's a Rincon recognition right there that you gotta have. They were not in a terrible spot, but then they were. Tiny tool that you can use with that. So if you're talking about a pick for playing guitar, that's for strumming. Oh, look, we got Lindsey Sterling right after that. Let's go. That's another artist I named. So a pick is for strumming. I basically utilize each finger to play each string individually. That is what fingerstyle guitar is. You're using, like, you're playing all strings at different times and you're not really strumming much, if at all. Their finger picks as well. Yeah, but, like, I don't know. Some people have, like, a single pick they'll use when they play fingerstyle. I don't. I don't like it. Yeah, XLB could not be anywhere near this conversation. Coach? Dude. Dog. Hi, Coach. Also, we should be, like, 4-0 right now. Or... have we won 3 games? Yeah. This should easily be a 4-0. Even though we got RPS game 1, so winnable. Nikki, welcome on in. Lindsey Sterling is your celebrity crush? Dude. I realize Lindsey Sterling is someone who I found, like, a couple months ago. At the most. And I realize she's also from Arizona, which is kind of sick. What's Twitch? Never heard of it? Okay. Okay, working. Uh-huh. Animation's trash, but I think this is what I was seeing. My AirPods are so out of sync right now with the sound. It is insane. Really? I'll take the Ember down. Oh, they just play rough. I wasn't sure about whether or not I, saw things correctly earlier. Interesting. Oh. Okay. I force a CMP here. And now I just go for a surf here. If they let it go, I go for fast moves. Yep, they have to shield that now. They're probably going to Weather Ball. The Energy Ball, huge. Wait, are they already at another? Uh-oh. Oh, I've ended the day by throwing. Incredible. I'm not cooking, Jack. I'm doing the opposite of cooking. I've lost the video game by, like... Huh? I don't even understand. Wait. They're on Leafage. They should be 665 to Energy Ball. So game 1 and 5, I got RPS so hard, but both of them should have been such an easy win, it's not even funny. That feels awful. Today just feels awful. Because, like, the first 5 sets, I don't even feel like I played well. Not Leafage? Oh, you're right, because it was literally destroying my jump level. Okay, same move, Powder Snow. Same move and energy. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Energy, same. 8 per 2 turns. That's all that matters. Right? They should be 665. Trying to think. Because, like, if I can't CMP them, obviously, because then I just die. So I guess the play there, it's still awkward. Because they just shield the Aqua Tail again, right? So I have to throw before they get to an Aqua Tail. I have to catch. My only win con is catching a charge move. I would have to catch an Energy Ball. That's my only win con. It's not even, like, over if I play that correctly. Like, I have to catch an Energy Ball to have a chance there. Okay. The play was I should have immediately gone into Jellicent with Fish? Is that the play? I don't even know. Do I draw out the Abomasnow with Jumpluff? I don't know. Like, on paper, that team is technically an RPS, in a way. But I don't even feel like it's as simple as I thought it was. Honestly, today's just kind of sucked. And I'm not even, like... I'm not even upset. It just sucked. It was just not fun. And then the last set was the first set in which I had neutral play, probably in all 6 sets that I did. All 6 sets. The last set was the only one I had neutral play when I was getting RPS, and then I just lost the 2 games because of my own misplays. I don't know. I'm going to have to figure something out. I'm going to have to, like, have a long, hard think about what it is I'm running. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to hit Legend with Quillfish. I don't care. So we're going to be an after party. I might go in the Discord for a little bit, but I will say I'm also going to have to be working on some stuff if I am in there. So I'll be, like, talking, but also working on things. I might have to just think of a completely different team to put around Quillfish. I thought, honestly, I really thought long and hard about what I was going to run. And then I ran Licky and Jumpluff because of specifically what I've been seeing in the meta. And then I saw nothing of what I wanted to see in the meta. And then I switched things up, and I get RPS in every order I find myself playing. But I do appreciate that when I was doing Jumpluff with K9 in the back, even though I was getting RPS, I hadn't play. I just didn't play well. because you're heading out to use your coin bag and wouldn't mind being in voice chat. Well, you know, good chance working. I'm not, like, again, I'm not upset. I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed in what the meta is, although it's exactly what I expected it to be. And then I'm kind of disappointed in my own gameplay in that fifth set. That's a 3-2 that should have been a 5-0. There's really not an excuse. Like, I feel like I played like a bot. Yeah. After this stream, I'm going to probably take, like, a breather and then look at the meta that I saw today. And then make an adjustment, and then I'll get RPS differently tomorrow. And we'll see how that goes. But yeah. Everyone, I appreciate y'all hanging around, even though today was just me losing all day. It was, like, quite literally probably the most I've lost in a stream before. It might be. It might actually be the worst I've ever done in a stream, like, numbers-wise. But I don't even feel bad. I don't even feel that bad. Because the majority of the stream, I just don't even feel like I had played in a lot of those games, other than to play, like, not perfectly, but more than perfectly. Like, I had to play... Like, the plays that I was supposed to be making in those games were, like, ridiculously stupid. In order to find those win cons. Like, they were there, but they were so ridiculous that I can't even, like, get too hard on myself about it. Sure, I could play better. I could make those ridiculous plays every game if I'm, like, completely locked in. But it's a hard standard to have for yourself, is, like, I don't feel like I'm playing better battlers. I just feel like I'm playing better teams. That's how it feels. You're in the 2700s now, dude. That is so real. Legend pushing, and then here we are. Together. Yeah. I know I'll bounce back. I'm not even, like, honestly, I'm not worried. This is, like, the least worried I've been in a week and a half, is the day I've lost the most. As weird as that sounds. Fun expert push tonight? I don't know what that means. Alright, is that, like, your way of joking that I've dropped? It might be. But I guess I don't know what that means. But if so, haha. Thanks. Want some Mud Puppy versus Brownie game to decide Legend? Hey, Mud Puppy, do you want a free game? And then we'll get out of here? You don't have to, but we are going to raid out in a second. But I will offer that, because why not? Another week of OGL, however, you can choose to play M. It means because of our elo. Oh, I know what he meant. I know what he meant. I will say, I am definitely going to be playing, not Master League Premier. Even though this meta sucks. While we hear from Mud Puppy, I'm going to find someone to raid on into. And I've already found it, so no need to, suggest. Puppy? Thoughts? Puppy? You're both on the cusp of Legend, queue into each other. Oh, that'd be funny. That'd be funny. Okay. Wait, guys, we have Puppy. We have a puppy. We have a puppy. Okay, we have one more game to showcase tonight. And also, right before we get out of here, I have a question for everyone. I know we've already had a little bit of feedback on this, but genuinely, while we get Puppy on in here, can we take one more look at what's on our screen? And I just want to ask everyone, because I spent hours and hours on this. And I'm not saying that because I want positive feedback. Do not give me positive feedback just because I worked hard. That is not what I'm asking for. Genuinely, do we like what the changes have been so far? You don't have to, I'm not even asking for compliments. That's not what I'm asking for. Although I appreciate the compliments. It's more genuinely like I want to know if this is a good direction for it to go in. In Puppy, I am sending you a game right now. If you're in ads, oh my goodness, what are you doing? Get out of ads. You wouldn't say if you didn't like it. Fair enough. But, like, if there was something negative about it, feel free to say it. I know on the other scenes, like this scene right now, the topic of the day needs to be changed into something more fun. Okay. Puppy. Actual game, but you're running, like, one fun pick, and then you can just run whatever you want with that. One fun pick, run whatever you want with it. The pick doesn't have to be bad, it just has to be fun. Just one pick that you think is fun. Okay. I suppose this sort of works. Have a great night. Wawa, I hope you have a great night. I hope you have a great night. I can even put this on the secret menu. This is literally secret menu sauce right now. This is not something that anyone should have expected. But it's what we're doing. Pop at the day could be put on the menu board. Or coffee theme thing. Oh, it would be something similar to that, yeah. It'd be something similar. It would get its own board. Okay. We got a Malamar. We got a Glalie. Kind of a ridiculous thing for me to do is to bait because he's going to shield, right? Okay, here's my fun pick. Glalie! Meekwill! 5. Could be enough for a Shadow Ball. I'll respect it, even though they're always going to Avalanche bait here. Full sense. Insane. He knows about the back-to-back Aqua, so he's going to take one, so therefore I'm going to start with the Shadow Ball here. We draw out a Quag as well, which I do appreciate. Come. I'm just going to keep dancing around. Is it double tail? Okay. This is getting kind of scary, but we're dancing. That's all I can ask of myself. I get him to throw. I wanted him to throw. Because I have a Stunfisk that has nowhere to go, but if I give it somewhere to go by getting a farm down here, that is the play. Okay. Here's the play. I get him to throw now. Do I remember what side my move's on? Mudbum. Is he on his, like, Mud Puppy moveset? I can't tell. I feel like I can take an Avalanche. I'm a Stunfisk. Galeele's a Galeele. As long as I keep myself as healthy as possible here. He has no more fast move pressure. Oh, that Glalie is still very healthy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I think I might lose. What's the avalanche pacing? Should I have been going for Earthquake here? Just because it hits harder? Probably. Yeah. I think I had to go for an Earthquake and hope for the best there. But Puppy GG's. I think I needed to, like, stay in, let Quag come in and go for a catch or something? I don't even know. Glalie, Puppy, Glalie wins. I will say, I am not sure where I was supposed to go with my back. Like, the Mud Puppy was actually the core breaker of a lifetime. I needed there to not be a Mud Puppy in the back. But dude, GG's. I'm trying to think. I actually want to look this up, just for future reference. If I ever use Stunfisk again for some reason, I want to look up, does Stunfisk... Here, let's see. If I look up Galarian Stunfisk, and then I look into a key scenario where... Let's just put Glalie in here. Glalie. And then I look at Earthquake. Oh, I trolled so hard! I think I would have won the game! Okay, I've learned something today. That was Mud Bomb Stone Edge. Darn. Darn. I figured by the fact that you threw it when you didn't have to. Earthquake not only does more, it does like 9% more. And I think you were within 9% with the Glalie. So, knowing that, if I were to play it back, I feel like if I throw the Earthquake there, I may have a chance to knock out and then just fast move down the Sea King. That's the idea. Or throw on good timing to where I'm 4 away from a move, and then you don't get to a move with Sea King, even if you do, like, not get farmed all the way down. We learned something today. We learned something today. This is what we play the game against Puppy for. For him to win and me to be curious on why I just didn't win. Puppy GG's, man. We learned a valuable lesson. The Glalie versus Stunfisk matchup, we've learned a lesson. Specifically, now we know the next time you're in the Galarian Stunfisk versus Glalie matchup and you only get to 1 move, throw the Earthquake. Alright, everyone, go say hi to Firestar for me. Don't tell him how poorly we did today. Don't tell him that I spent all day losing. But also, you can go tell him that. I usually don't get a raid on it, Firestar, so this is kind of a treat. So, go say hi to him. Everybody, thank you for being here. Have a great night. You too, Sparkle. Have a great night, everyone. And I'll see you soon. And hopefully we don't get RPS'd all night. We'll see you.